Be- while discussing this ELISA test, we need to take one example, that is, let us consider a person. Let us consider this is a person or he is a patient, and he is a patient in which the serum of this person contains antigens like A antigen, B antigen and C antigen. These are the three different kinds of antigens which are present in serum of a patient. Now let us consider this patient and perform ELISA test on this person. At first, let us consider this is a microtiter well plate. This is a microtiter well plate in which it contains antigens like A, B, C. These are the three different kinds of antigens which are present in serum of this patient, and these antigens are taken in this microtiter well plate. This is a microtiter well plate, and this microtiter well plate contains 96 wells. This microtiter plate contains 96 wells in it, and after addition of these antigens to the surface of the microtiter well plate, and binding agent should be added to this. This red color substance is a binding agent. This is a binding agent which is added to the microtiter well plate, and this binding agent is present on microtiter well plate where the antigens are not present, and where the antigens are present, at that place this binding agent is not present. And after taking this binding agent, let us take the serum of the patient. Before taking that serum, let us examine this ELISA test on a specific antigen, that is like A, in anyone, that is A, B or C. Let us examine about B antigen. In this lecture, let us examine about B type of antigen. Now, when this serum is poured into this, it will be filled with the serum, and after filling it, we should wash out the solution, and after washing out this, only these antigens will be remained in this microtiter well plate, and extra amount of the solution will get washed out. After washed out, and we should take a reagent and should be poured into this microtiter well plate. Reagent should be poured into the microtiter well plate. After pouring, here we are analyzing that only B type of antigens. If the when we took this reagent consists of antibodies. It consists of antibodies, and these antibodies are linked with enzyme. These are linked with enzyme, so these are called enzyme linked antibodies. Now, when this reagent is poured onto the microtiter well plate, this enzyme linked antibodies will get attached to these antibodies. These antibodies will get attached to the anti-A, antigen, anti-B antigen and C antigen. Now these antibodies will get attached to the A antigen, B antigen, C antigen. After addition of this reagent, now add a substrate. Now the substrate is added. Now let us consider the function of this enzyme. This function of this enzyme is it converts colorless solution into a colorful solution. It will convert colorless solution into colorful solution. Now after the substrate is added to the solution, it gets bind up only with the anti-B, it gets binded with only B type of antigen, and whenever the substrate is added or get reacted with the enzyme, it results in the formation of colored substance. At first this is a colorless substance. Substrate, it is a colorless substance. When it is this substrate is linked with the enzyme, it forms a product that is colored substance. This is a colored substance. Let us recapture this process once again. First we should take microtiter plate and we should take serum from a patient and poured into the microtiter plate. After pouring, it contains, let us consider, it contains A type, A antigens, B antigens and C type of antigens. After pouring these antigens into this microtiter plate, let us take this binding agent. Binding agent will bind to the microtiter plate where the antigens are not present on microtiter plate. After the addition of binding agent, we should take a reagent in which antibodies are present, and here we are examining only B type of antigens. Now this reagent contains B type of antibodies. Whenever the B type of antibodies which are poured into the microtiter plate, it will get reacted with the B antigens. After reaction with B type of antigens, substrate is added to the solution. When substrate is added, the substrate will get linked with the enzyme. After linking with enzyme, it converts the colorless substance into colorful substance. When this colorful substance is formed, it shows positive effect. Colorless substance converted into colorful substance, then it shows positive effect, and this type is called direct ELISA. This type of ELISA is called direct ELISA. First we should take microtiter plate in which it contains 96 wells, and let us take serum from patient and it contains A and B type of antigens in it, and after taking this antigens serum on microtiter plate, we should add binding agent. Binding agent will bind the microtiter plate where the antigens are not present in microtiter plate. After the addition of binding agent, this enzyme linked antibodies should be added. Now this enzyme linked antibodies will get reacted with B and B type of antigen, and after the enzyme linked antibodies get attached, substrate is added. The substrate will get converted into colorless to the colorful solution. After formation of colorful solution, this ELISA test shows positive effect. This entire test is called direct ELISA. This is about direct ELISA. Now let us go with one more process, that is, let us consider a microtiter plate. Let us consider a microtiter plate in which, let us consider microtiter well plate in which it contains 96 wells, and here let us consider the same patient and microtiter well plate is taken, and the serum of the patient contains same type of antigens, that is A type of antigens, B type of antigens and C type of antigens, that are A, B and C. These are the three different types of antigens, that is antigen A, antigen B and antigen C. These are the three different types of antigens which are poured into the microtiter well plate. After the pouring of antigens, and binding agent should be added. This is red color substance is binding agent. The red color substance is binding agent. Let us consider once again. Let us take a microtiter well plate and consider a serum of a patient in which it contains three types of antigens, that are A type of antigens, B type of antigens and C type of antigens. And after taking these three types of antigens, let us examine about only this B type of antigen. We need to examine this ELISA test only whether it consists of B types of antigens or not, B type of antibodies or not. Now, let us consider the same patient and let us take a reagent from this patient, that is reagent is taken, and this reagent should be poured into the microtiter well plate. Now what it happens means, this reagent contains enzymes, this reactant contains antibodies, but these type of antibodies do not contain enzyme, so these are also called primary antibodies. When this reagent is poured into the microtiter well plate, these enzymes will get attached to this type of antigens. This B type of these antibodies will get attached to these antigens. Now let us examine about only B type of antigen. Now after this step, add one more antibodies, that are secondary antibodies, that like it is like and it contains enzyme on it. It contains an enzyme on it. It contains enzyme on it. These are also called secondary antibodies. These secondary antibodies are specific and it will get binded to the only B type of antigen, that is it contains enzyme on it. On Fc end of the antibodies, it contains enzyme on it, and on primary antibodies, the Fc end do not contains any types of enzymes on it. Now after the secondary antibodies are added, these are called secondary antibodies and these are primary antibodies. Whenever the secondary antibodies are poured into the solution, it will get attached to the Fc end of primary antibodies. After the addition, substrate is added into this solution. When substrate is added to this above solution, the substrate will get converted into colorless substance will get converted into colorful substance. When this colorful substance is formed, it shows positive effect. It shows positive effect, and whenever in this process, whenever the secondary antibodies are added, this type of ELISA is called indirect ELISA. This is indirect ELISA, this is direct ELISA, this is indirect ELISA. Let us discuss this indirect ELISA once again. That is, let us consider microtiter well plate in which it contains 96 microvessels in it, and let us consider a patient in which whose serum consists of A, B, C types of antigens in it, and these antigens, this serum will be poured into the microtiter well plate. After the pouring of this microtiter well plate, these antigens will get attached to the surface of this microtiter well plate, and extra amount of this solution will be washed out, and after washing, these antigens will be remained on the surface of this microtiter well plate, and primary antibodies will be added on the surface of this microtiter well plate. These primary antibodies do not contain any type of enzyme on it, so after the addition, one more secondary type of antibodies antibodies will be added to the solution in which it contains enzyme. These are called secondary antibodies or enzyme linked antibodies. Whenever the secondary antibodies are produced to this microtiter well plate, it get colorless substance will get converted into colorful substance. Whenever this colorful substance is formed, it shows positive effect, and whenever the positive effect is formed, this entire process is called indirect ELISA. This is direct ELISA and this is indirect ELISA. And let us study about the one important point about the structure of antibodies, structure of antigens. Let us consider this is antigen, and one antigen contains multiple epitopes. It contains multiple epitopes. What are epitopes? Epitopes are the site on the antigen where the antibody will get binded to that site. It is called epitope. Now there are multiple epitopes. Let us consider this is a site, and it is a site, and this is a site. There are 3 epitopes which are present on antigen. This epitope on the surface of epitope, antigen will get binded with. Once again, this is the structure of antigen, and this antigen contains multiple epitopes on surface of the antigen. And this, what is epitope means? Epitope is a site where antibody will get attached to the antigen. Let us consider it is a epitope, and this is a epitope, and this is epitope, where these red color substances are the antibodies. These antibodies will get attached to the epitope site of the antigen. This is about structure of antigen and structure of epitope. And this is about indirect ELISA, and this is about direct ELISA. There is one more experiment. Let us consider a microtiter well plate like this, in which I want to examine my own blood sample whether it contains A type of antibodies, A antibodies. I want to examine my own blood sample in which it contains anti-A antibodies or not. Now, whenever we want to examine whether it contains anti-A antibodies or not, at first this surface of microtiter well plate should be coated with A type of antigens. This microtiter well plate should be coated with A type of antigens. Now, after pre-coating with A type of antigens, our antibodies, which are A type of antibodies, will get attached to the A type of antigens, that are enzyme linked antigens, These are enzyme linked antigens, and whenever the substrate is added to this, it forms colorful substance. It forms a colorful substance. Whenever the colorful substance is formed, it shows positive effect. And this is one type of ELISA. And let us consider one more type of ELISA, that is based on this type of principle. Let us consider one more type of ELISA, in which let us consider a microtiter well plate. This is a microtiter well plate in which it contains 96 wells in it, and here this person contains A, B and C type of antigens in it. And let us consider a microtiter well plate, and if you want to examine any one type of antigens, that is A or B or C, now let us examine about B type of antibodies. Now, if we want to examine about B type of antibodies in a person, and let us take the antibodies from that person and will be and it will be poured on the surface of microtiter well plate. After pouring of these antibodies, which are primary antibodies which do not contain enzyme, and these are not called enzyme linked antibodies, these are primary antibodies. After these antibodies are added on the surface of microtiter well plate, binding agent will be added. This binding agent will be added on the surface of microtiter well plate, and after this antibodies are added on the surface of microtiter well plate, wash out the whole content. Only this type of antibodies will get attached to the surface of microtiter well plate. And let us consider this A, B, C type of antibodies. Let us consider antigen A, antigen B and antigen C. These are the three different kinds of antigens in which it contains multiple epitopes. Let us consider it is epitope, it is an epitope, it is an epitope, same. These are the multiple types of epitopes. These epitopes will bind antigen to it. The antibody will get attached to the surface of this epitope. This is about epitopes in which the antibodies will get attached to the surface of antigens. And let us take plasma from this person, and it contains antigen A, antigen B and antigen C. Antigen A, antigen B, antigen C. So these are the three different types of antigens in which are poured into the microtiter well plate. Now here we are examining only B type of antigens. We are examining only B type of antigens, and after the pouring of this B type, after pouring this and A type of antigen, B type of antigen, C type of antigen on the surface of microtiter well plate, now add secondary antibodies. What are secondary antibodies means? It contains, these are secondary antibodies in which it contains enzyme linked to it. Now add the same type of antibodies. These are secondary antibodies in which enzyme is linked to it. Let us consider secondary type of antibodies are attracted to the antigens, and here we are examining only B type of antigens. So this is specific to B type of antigens. Whenever the substrate is added into this solution, it will get binded to the enzyme of B type of antibodies. As a result, it get converted into colorful substance. As I told, this B contains multiple epitopes. There may be chance of one more antibody and here one more antibody. And the substrate will get binded to the enzyme and it forms colorful substance. So whenever the colorless substance will get converted into colorful substance, it is positive effect will be shown, and here this B type of antigen is sandwiched between primary antibodies and secondary antibodies. So this type of method is called direct sandwich ELISA. Direct sandwich ELISA. This is direct sandwich ELISA. Let us remember once again, that is microtiter well plate is taken and primary antibodies are added to the surface of this microtiter well plate and binding agent will be added. After adding of binding agent, antigen A, antigen B, antigen C is poured into the microtiter well plate. After attaching of this antigen with these antibodies, it forms specific complex. After formation of a specific complex, secondary antibodies which are linked with enzyme are added to the surface of this B type of antigens. So after addition of this secondary antibodies, this colorless substance will get converted into colorful substance. Whenever the colorful substance is formed, it shows positive effect, and as we discussed about the epitopes, there are multiple epitopes on antigens, so it forms more than one colorful substance. So as a result, this is called sandwich ELISA, and it is more specific. It is more specific than direct ELISA and indirect ELISA. It is more specific. It is more specific when compared to the direct ELISA and indirect ELISA. And there is one more method to discuss, which is last method, in which let us consider a microtiter well plate. In which a microtiter well plate is taken, and same the primary antibodies are taken from the patient and get injected on surface of primary antibodies will get attached to the surface of microtiter well plate, and after the attachment of these primary antibodies, let us take binding agent. This is a binding agent which is poured on surface of this microtiter well plate. Now, after the binding agent is poured, let us take antigen A, antigen B and antigen C are poured on the surface of this microtiter well plate. Now, after this addition of the antigens, let us take a reagent from patient sample in which it contains, or in which it do not contains enzymes in it. So these are the antibodies in which they are attached to the surface of antigens, and after the addition of primary antibodies, now let us add secondary antibodies. Let us add the secondary antibodies in which it contains enzyme on it. In which it contains enzyme in it. So there are totally 3 types of antibodies are present. 2 are standard, 2 are primary and 1 is secondary. Now, as we discussed epitope, there are multiple epitopes that are so these are the different kinds of secondary. So there are more number of secondary antibodies. So after the formation of secondary antibodies, substrate will be added. Substrate will be added to this solution, to this microtiter well plate. After the addition of substrate, this colorless substance will get converted into colorful substance. So when compared to the direct sandwich ELISA, here the color production will be more. There will be more color production. Now, when there will be more color production, this type of ELISA is called indirect sandwich ELISA. Indirect sandwich ELISA. So there is a device which measures this color, is called spectrophotometer. Spectrophotometer. Spectrophotometer is a device which recognize the amount of frequency of the color which is formed during the ELISA test. So this is a brief explanation about ELISA. These are four types: direct ELISA, indirect ELISA, direct sandwich ELISA and indirect sandwich ELISA.